because I'm not no motherfucking Barbie. So you leave me out this shit. I'm not no motherfucking little girl. Like, for real. I'm from the streets. If you want to play, we can play.
From New York and on the new Hot 97 app, Ebro in the morning. On Hot 97.
Ebro in the morning, we just were debating with K. Michelle about her eating habits, sleeping habits, because she's sick today.
Yeah, but I'm out. Like, my whole family is sickly. Like, it's been like that. And
It's because of how y'all eat.
it probably is, because we eat pork chops, macaroni, yams.
How often are we talking about you eat food like
I
that?
eat that almost like 3 times a week, and then I eat hamburgers. And then I'll cook like the most fattening, ridiculous food ever. I love food.
But you know that's an
love it.
addiction. You know you're addicted, right? Like it's like drugs.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a social thing. Like, like eating, that's what we do. Like family, everybody comes together, everybody eats. So that's
But you
what we
have
do.
to eat. It's just the kind of food that you decide. How about a little balance? You do a little salad, a little kale or spinach on some greens.
Before, like, my steak.
Oh, as like an appetizer, as a little warm up. Yeah. As a warm up.
So here's the thing about it. And I've only recently changed and gotten aggressive with the food. The food has changed. So our elders who are like, yo, I've been eating like this my whole life.
Yeah.
In the 50s and 60s and 70s, the food, literally, the meat was different.
Right.
Better.
It was better.
Less injected with
It's
hormones.
changed. It has more problems because they've had to mass produce it for so many people. That's
Yeah.
really the problem, is the food is different.
Yes.
So if you don't change, you gonna die. And the part of the dying part, the way it goes about it with
not
the
good.
diabetes, when they start cutting off limbs and toes,
Okay. All
when
right.
they start you
You've
on
been
20
heavy
different
today, boy.
prescriptions.
He's been on all day.
Well,
I
I live
listen.
this.
Oh, you heard. Yeah, he's been on it all day long.
He's been on some real shit today.
And now we're on the cutting toes off. It is not
I
playing
mean,
today.
people I love are dying, man.
I mean,
I got a
listen.
cousin
No,
who's
you're right.
45 years old. He looks 70. He just had a stroke.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
He been fat his whole life.
And also, K. Michelle, by the way, you can still have your restaurant that serves this food. Restaurants should be a treat. It's okay to go out to a restaurant and have a treat. The problem is the 3 times a week is what concerns me.
What do you eat 3 times a week? Like, what is the
I don't eat
healthiest?
shit. I eat like the movie Matrix. Remember in the Matrix where they was just eating slop every day?
Yeah, but you can't
But
sell
that's
it like that,
kinda
bro.
like-
That's
That's
what it
kind
is.
of like what I
gross.
do. Like, I'll eat, I'm
Oatmeal.
Russian. I might not eat any breakfast, and then I'll eat 1 time a day.
No,
and then it's
no,
like a
that's not what I'm
hamburger.
saying.
No, and then it's a hamburger, and then I want to go to sleep, and then
Oh, no.
I wake
Everything's
up.
bad.
My
getting it.
pattern
You
is
guys-
just so
Terrible.
You're not getting
bad,
it.
and I
See-
work, and then I'm up all night long. Like, I'm literally like this,
K. Michelle.
like on the computer, like
K. Michelle.
all night.
But this is why you and I have always had conversations about
You've been on me.
about your emotions, your
Yeah.
passion is because you're not thinking clear, right?
You think
you're-
because I'm sleepy?
Yes. I think because you're sleepy, you don't drink water, and you don't eat food, but you load up with shit that's bad for you and alcohol, and then you be like, yo, why am I tripping today? That's why.
I mean, I don't want to agree with him, but he's kind of making sense.
Dr.
I
Ebro
hate
is
when he
diagnosing
making
it.
sense. He makes sense now.
I'm
When you're
tripping
right,
because I'm running
take
off.
it.
I'm running off whiskey, no sleep,
Caffeine.
caffeine, and macaroni and cheese. That's not good.
That is, you know what? You really just summed it up. Yeah, macaroni and cheese. I love that. Caffeine. I always have a Red Bull. I always have what? Coca-Cola.
And you have coffee.
This is hot chocolate.
Oh, hot chocolate. Okay.
Yeah, not any better. And you just summed up my whole life.
But but this is a lot of people's lives too, though. It's not just. And by the way, we're all just learning this right now. It's not like anybody is, better than the next person, right?
No,
like,
we're
No,
new.
but think about this. What's so fucked up about me is in the front of my house, I'm like growing like fresh, just like watermelon out there. It's the lemon tree, black
it's
olives,
beautiful.
It's all
parsley,
natural.
oregano,
Whoa.
basil, lavender, all in my
Wow.
house, like fresh outside.
So why
A
can't you?
lemon tree. I just don't do nothing. Like I'm infatuated with them growing and everything. Of course I didn't cut the watermelon open, but of course I didn't cut that open. But like there's lavender. I want to do like a lavender lemonade and all of that. So I have all of this like food like growing in the front of my house.
And you don't do nothing with it.
No. No.
You can't just get a cook who like also then
I can't.
because you could make salads out of that are good.
Amazing.
I'm
Put
telling
some
you,
meat
like,
on it too. Like
I
you could
have chocolate bell peppers.
I
Like
never even heard of that, but it sounds
it's like
delectable.
a sweet bell pepper. I have those. I have the chili peppers. I have all of that outside. I can make a full pizza outside if I want to.
Pizza.
Hear me say pizza.
do we get back
Everything
to
you
pizza?
can make.
Hey, listen.
You're gonna make pizza.
If she
Then
made-
I can make mac and cheese with a little sprinkle of basil. How did we get back there?
I was gonna say if we could just start with her making pizza at home, that's a step in the right direction. Okay.
See.
Better than you going to Pizza Hut.
But I do believe that what you've accomplished musically, despite all of look, I firmly believe the way I was raised on food. I was lucky to have a mom that was on it, but on my dad's side of the family, we ate the same way. And because being poor, once you get a couple of dollars in your pocket, you associate success with these giant gatherings, with giant meals and eating out. And now you're like, we made it. We can eat all this shitty food.
Yeah.
But you think you're living life and you're really killing yourself.
No, you're absolutely right. No, I know I have to do better. Like, we talked about it. Like, this year was really like a rough health year for me. And you would think, I had to be like knocked down. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what happened with your health?
Like, when I went into the doctor, they told me I had lupus. So for like 2 weeks, I was sitting around crying because I'm like, I got lupus. Went in. I was like, just tell me. And she was like, no, it came back. It came back negative. Then I'm still going to doctors. Like, I had to go to an orthopedic guy last week. You know what I'm saying?
Or for your feet or your knees or something?
Yeah, because it's just like health-wise, it's just doing the same thing that it did to my mother. At a very like young age, and it's crazy because I've been trying to keep up with it, and they say the same thing you said. Well, in first place, we got to eat better, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't really even be having time. I'm doing this same thing. It's just me. I have to say, okay, I'm gonna be better, about this situation. I can't do what other people do, When
And by the way, those other people, many of them
Can't
can't
do
do it either.
They're just doing it.
They're just doing it.
Like you get
and
so
not
used
telling
to
you.
stuff. Like you used to eating what you want, used to doing what you want to do. And I hate any type of like pushback.
Oh, authority. K. Michelle has a problem with authority. You don't say.
Breaking news here.
I do. So I'm like that, but I have to do this for my son. And then, I went through that where they said, okay, we don't even know if you can have kids. Like, that was crazy to me, going through IVF and dealing with all of that, having to shoot yourself in the stomach every day.
Wait, did you have your son IVF?
No.
Her son's 15?
My son is 14, and he is cool.
But you're trying to have more kids.
Yes, I'm trying to have more kids now. I want twin girls.
And they said, well, IVF is a good way to end up with twins potentially.
Yeah,
So
like you can put in as many, you put 3 in there or whatever.
and see what sticks.
Yeah, but for me, you're supposed to have a certain amount of whatever follicles.
Yes.
And at my age, it was like half of that. And he was like, I don't know, why I'm seeing it more often in black women, and I'm seeing this. That they're, having difficulty having kids now.
The
So it has
food.
to be the food because
It's
he
the
said it's
food.
like never been like that. Your age, you shouldn't have half of it. They start to cut down the follicles at a certain age. So I'm doing all of this for kids. And
Which are you trying right now to have kids?
Yeah.
Do we know with who?
Yeah.
She has a man.
I don't know your man personally though.
No, you have,
He's not out there like that.
Okay, so
No,
you guys are trying to
no,
have these
no.
kids right now, and so have you decided that you're going to go IVF?
I've already done it.
Oh, you've already done it.
We have 2 eggs we combined, and we have 2 embryos.
So you have the embryos.
So you were
Yeah, we have 2.
Successful, okay.
Yeah, we have 2 that are freezing, and I'm gonna do one more round, and then I'll do genetic editing.
Why are you going to do one more round just to have more?
Yeah, because you can put 2 in you, and 1 will only take.
Okay.
Or you have the choice. A lot of people get scared because you have the choice of placing 3 in you, and if all of them take,
Then you have triplets.
yeah. So for me, just because of my health issues and things, I found a surrogate. And, that's what I think I'm going to do. I would love to carry, but I want to be able to walk and work. And
That's dope. And if you can
Yeah.
afford to do that, and which you obviously can, and it's you guys get to have, it's still everything's your child.
yeah.
Can we spend some time on genetic editing?
Yeah.
I would like to know what you'd be editing or making.
Remix.
No, you basically be
God.
choosing the sex of your children, right? Is that
Well,
what
you
it
know, they
means?
have
No,
it
they go farther.
extreme. You can pick the intelligence level. You can pick the
I like
eye
dumb.
color.
Go dumb kids.
No, you can pick the eye color. You can pick whatever. What I'm doing, I just
Oh,
want
wow.
girls. They can tell you this is a healthy girl. They can do over 400 different diseases. They can prevent your child from autism, everything. They can look at it and say, this egg, will have a problem or whatever. So a lot of people are doing it just for that, to make sure their kids don't get these 400 diseases. And, you can pick the gender. I want 2 little girls.
Wow. And
So
you know,
you're not doing anything else. You're not picking like blue eyes.
No, because if they go blind, it's my fault. You know what I'm saying?
no.
That's just what I need. My mama made me blind, changing my eye color. However they come out, it's just what I need to hear. I got enough shit on my back than that.
oh my goodness.
Yo.
So I'm not dealing with that. So
Got
I
it.
want them to come out like God made them. I just want 2.
Now, quickly,
girl.
as we transition, K. Michelle has an album out. The title of the album.
Kimberly, the people I used to know.
So that either speaks to people she's kicked out of her life or the changing of people that she thought she knew that ain't the same no more.
You said it.
And on the album, you have some controversial things like the record Kim K, which
Yeah.
I saw some headlines on that
Yeah.
this week. And you've been very outspoken, and we disagreed over this, but you've been very outspoken about you think Kim K is not characterized the same way you are, even though there's a lot of similarities in your lives.
Yeah, I said I wish I could be a Kardashian so I could be black. I wish I could be a natural, black woman. Black women can't be black. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been rocking cornrows for the longest, Chinese slippers for the longest, doing everything from the beauty supply store. You know what I'm saying? And they take it and then put a name on it and hike up the price. And then, we looking like, oh, we've been doing that, the long pointy fingernails. That's tribal. That's been going on. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's not a diss or anything. I respect everything that she's done. It's really, I just said, I wish I could be a Kardashian so I could rock my braids to the back, throw my face over Pac. You know what I'm saying? If I had did it, I would never do it in the first place. But it's just like black women are always told that they're not good enough for something. You know what I'm saying? And we all are told at some point, but I'm speaking for black women right now. We're always told that our beauty may not be enough, or we might have to do this, we have to do that. And then you look up and then you see other people trying to do what you naturally look like, or you see you changing yourself, me included, to look like what you're supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying. I just wish I could be black, be a real black woman.
Now, do you feel like because I feel like the Kardashians, while they've made a lot of money doing what they do, I don't think it goes without being checked or being fried out here, because they definitely catch.
No, they get it. They get it. And sometimes they get it, they don't even need to get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just what you have to pay attention to, like, around you. And me wanting to have little girls, what am I going to say to them about the things that I've done? Or what am I going to say to them about how it's okay to look like they look? You know what I'm saying? It's just me speaking on my opinion of my culture and what I see and what I hear from black women and what they feel. So I speak my truths and I write them.
But that's so fascinating to me, because you're talking about having little black girls and telling them they can look like whatever they are. Mm-hmm. And in the same breath, this is what makes you fascinating. You're talking about that you've made changes to yourself physically out of insecurity.
Yeah, I did.
So
I did. So I have to explain that to them when they come.
So how do you feel now, looking back at the physical changes you attempted to make?
I think it was a trend for me. I think, like, even January 12th, I literally have to lay down again to get these foreign objects out of my body. People don't talk about that. They know we all go to the same doctor. It's the same doctor. Everybody in the industry go to the same doctor to get their butt down. And now we've lost weight, we've had kids, other things like that. And our butt has went another direction as well. So now you gotta correct it, and now you gotta go fix it. And
Are you getting it removed or just altered?
I was altering. Now I'm getting it completely out on the 12th of January.
Wow, no. So
Wow.
your butt is going au natural.
Well, what he said, you're gonna always be bootylicious. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, you had a big ass back in the
Yeah,
day before
I
you
had
had
a-
it.
I had
You
a
du-
big ass.
You quadrupled up on the ass, I think.
yeah,
Didn't
I
you?
had a big ass. Yeah, I already had one.
So
Like,
why did you, that's
Yeah.
the thing? That was
it
what
was
was interesting.
insecurity?
But you were like, I need to get even bigger.
I was like, I want a big ass. I want some titties. I want some teeth. This is what I want to do. And I just did it. And, it felt good. It was a temporary, bandage on some issues with me. And it felt good at the moment. And now I just want to be me, who my mama made me. So I'm just like, this thing is heavy. And I want it off, and I want my butt back. And I would tell my little girls, you might see some changes, or some things that you want to do to yourself, but think long and hard, because this is what I did, and this is what I had to do, and spend all that money to reverse it just to get back to me.
Any changes that you made that you do like?
My boobs,
And are you keeping those?
yes.
You were happy with how they turned
Yes,
out.
I'm like, yes, I love my boobs. I love them. I'm going to keep them. I've never touched my face. That's been a thing. She did her face. No, I've never touched my face. I have not touched my face. What other
What about your
surgeries?
teeth?
No, my teeth aren't real. I've changed them twice.
Do you like those though?
I mean, they look great.
Yeah, no,
teeth
I
look
like.
fine.
Great.
I like them. Yeah, they're just teeth. I kind of don't even be tripping on them.
But I will say,
That's such a crazy thing to say.
for most women, right? There's always this stigma about plastic surgery and being pressured into getting it. I don't see anything wrong with plastic surgery. I know a lot of my girlfriends who've gotten plastic surgery. I've had 3 kids, 4 kids, got a mommy makeover. Now their self-esteem is through the roof, and they're so happy.
I like
Yeah.
I like the mommy makeover. I'm here for the mommy makeover. I
Yeah.
salute that. I find the problem when you 18, right? And you're
Thank
really
you.
trying to make a call right. You making this call right now?
No, because
No, but I
young
see
women
your
are asking for
girls.
that. Yeah, young girls.
No, but that's
at
what I'm saying.
16,
You
17,
at 18,
Yes.
16,
They
17.
mama taking them in there. I went to the
Yes.
doctor. I seen a little girl sitting there, and you always see them in the Beverly Hills doctors. I went there. She had a thing going for her post-op or whatever she was doing, and she was sitting there. She looked like a little girl. She looked like she was 16, 17.
And got a nose done or something.
And they get it done
Yep.
for gifts and things like that. That's been the thing. They've been doing that in Hollywood, getting their kids' nose fixed, face, whatever these kids want.
I mean, the
in high
Jacksons was
school.
on it. The
In high
Jacksons was
school.
on it. They was not letting you get beyond 10 years old with the original Jackson nose.
No,
They
was
did
getting-
it like that.
Remember?
not 10, but
It wasn't
early.
10, but it was early.
I mean, look, and
Teens.
Janet's still dealing with it. You can see that it didn't change.
When you go back and look at 1980, or look at Off the Wall Mike, and then
Yeah.
start to look at where Tito was and look at where the other
Off the Wall, Mike had already changed too.
Yeah, Off the Wall
Mike
Mark had changed a little bit.
But
So
by Thriller,
Oh, I mean,
changed a lot, and by Bad, different person,
Yeah.
and by
Yeah.
History,
it was
And I
crazy.
think you keep going. I think it's like a thing. It is. That can be an addiction too. You see something, sometimes people don't see in the mirror what you see or things like that, or they don't see it. And you be looking at them like, stop, stop, stop. But they don't see what you're saying stop to. Some people don't understand how beautiful they are to other people or how much people respect them and need them. You know what I'm saying? It's about your perception is your reality.
Did anyone say to you at the time in your life, yo, you need to chill, you're doing too much to your body, you look good before? Did anyone say that?
No,
People
it was
felt
people
embarrassed to say it.
online, but it was just raggedy bitches, who just angry.
I said something to her. She don't remember. We got into it at Jerry Wonder Studio.
What'd you say?
What did you
I
say?
said, what are you doing? You already had a
didn't
fat ass.
say that.
We was drinking Jack Daniels. Yes, we was
You
at Jerry
probably
Wonder
did, 'cause
Studio.
You do be fussing.
And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just put more ass on? Shut up, bro. You don't know. All right.
Yeah.
Because it is true. You see some people change. I have some people I know that I've seen. They do stuff. They'll keep doing their lips, and then I'm just like, you don't have to do this. It really starting to look a little
Do you
crazy.
tell 'em?
No.
I do. I have another
It
friend.
depends on the
I think you
relationship,
gotta-
though.
I think
you
you
feel
gotta
feel-
say it.
No, I don't say it to
It just depends how well you know them, though. If it's like,
not everyone's gonna receive it the
I
right
know.
way.
If they were my close friend,
Okay.
I would.
Well, and then there's this part. Sometimes there's people who, when we talked about this with social media, right? You're telling them, but they don't really think you care about them like that. They think you're hating, or they think you're
Yeah.
you don't get
you
it.
just don't know. You
Right.
get so much hate. You're reading, and they you need to stop. I haven't done anything to myself recently in a long time. So when you say you need to stop, and if I put up a picture and every day I bleach, I wouldn't even know where to buy that. You know, my daddy's a Black history professor. I don't get down with shit like that. There's no bleaching going on.
People
over
definitely
here.
come for her over that.
Yeah.
Really? People said you bleach too?
Yes.
My skin, like they just gonna make shit up on me anyway. Like
Yeah.
regardless, I done told you, like bleaching, that's a no go in my household. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, but that's nothing that I
Yeah,
ever.
but sometimes you can't pay. I had a white man tell me yesterday in my social media that I darken myself in my pictures
Yeah, I've
to
seen
be
that.
blacker. My yellow ass. There is not a picture you will find of
But
me
you
that's
see?
dark.
You
Unless
see?
it's black and white. Unless the literal photo is black and white, and I just happen.
Well, you have all these people
But
and
you
these
can't
opinions.
pay attention to that.
Yeah, I just know for me, it's more right now of a thing of, you know, I like me. And I was talking to you in our other interview, I was talking to you about like finding the space of growth.
Right.
Once
on
you
Apple
get
Music,
under that,
we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And you guys have seen me press K Michelle multiple times. And her be mad at me. But you have been on a journey of finding yourself. I think that's the one thing that we can say we've
Yeah.
seen through the
Yeah.
albums, the reality shows, the blogs, and all that.
Yeah.
Is that you've been on, an aggressive path of finding a comfortable place for yourself to be yourself.
yeah, I really want it. I really want it. Like, you pick what you're fighting for. Like, I really want the space to do what I want to do, and the space to just, you know, be comfortable in me as an artist, me as a woman, you know, me. It's different. Like, you really do have people looking at you, and you really do have these women that really look up to you. So it's crazy that I got told so much, you know what I'm saying? These girls are looking up to you, blah, 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 that before I tweet, I actually kind of think about it.
Oh, shit.
It kind of get on my nerve, though. I be wanting to go, but I be like,
No, nobody else is clapping. That K
No,
Michelle's
that is
thinking
good.
before
Yes,
she.
yes,
That's
yes,
good.
yes.
That's we.
Yes,
See, this is
yes.
these moments, guys, when we
Yes.
see someone attempting to make a change, working hard. You know it's problematic that you salute them, even though we think it's little.
Yeah.
I think it's huge. Because if you see how much I type and then delete, I'm like, you know what? People want better from you. People
Yeah.
been rooting for you, man. If you keep on, what they room for you for?
Do you give yourself social media breaks though?
No, I do. Like, somebody's here right now. They can talk like me, tweet like me. Yeah, they're here right now.
Good.
And they get the tone, so you
Good.
don't have to be
They
involved.
get the tone, they tweet, all of that. I don't have to be involved. You can kind of know, and it's me, like late at night and things, but they'll tweet for me.
Oh, you out here Donald Trump, huh? Laying in
Late at
bed
night,
tweeting.
like 3 in
Early
the morning.
morning.
Like, other than that, I try not to completely stay in it because I can't say nothing back. You know, I got stuff to lose. I'm not, you know.
Good.
So now that you made that progress, how are you dealing with the fuck everybody portion of your life? Because there is that part, right? There's I've clearly seen you in the news say fuck the label. You're off the label in a minute, right? There's your last project. You cursed out Angela Yee at the Breakfast Club, and now iHeart ain't having you at their radio stations for interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that. What was that about?
You weren't here the day. She came over here after, and I stopped her from going in talking more shit about Angela Yee. I was like, we don't need to do that on Ebro in the morning. But
What was it based on?
I don't really
Okay.
know.
It was based on some drama, and see, my cursing's out of different. Like, I could curse you out.
No, I believe that.
Like, I can make you really have hurt feelings for the rest of your entire life, you know, if I want to do that. But I spoke my opinion, and I just be like, I don't like the opportunists, and I don't like the, you being somebody's face that day. Then the next day, yeah, you're a journalist and you have to do your job. But some stuff, you just do too much. You know what I'm saying? And I just ask for the respect of woman to woman, you know, and that's really what I said. I didn't really tear her to shreds. I just said, I don't fuck with you.
Got it.
That's it.
What
I
was
ain't
being-
threatening you. I ain't doing nothing to you. I just don't fuck with you.
There were things said about you
It was
behind your
things
back.
said about me by some local Twitter gangsters. And these people said some things and they never had met me. Like, I knew Mano or whatever, and then the Uncle Murda dude with the black gums, I never,
He was here just 3 days ago.
yeah, he always gonna be here. He ain't got no deal. He ain't got nowhere else to
So
go.
now we know you and Uncle Murda don't get along.
I never met him a day in my life.
But some childish shit was said.
Yeah, they was talking
stupid.
about my pussy and
It was
never
just
even
dumb.
met me. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
And then
that's
they're
never gonna
doing.
go well.
I got a child. I got a son. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know this. You don't. You and then they asking you who, and you like, well, I don't know. I heard that's some gossiping ass shit, and I'm from Memphis. Niggas don't gossip in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no time for that. You know what I'm saying? So you sitting around gossip about a bitch that you ain't never even met, and you know you'll never get in and still say I still fuck her though. Like, okay, it's cute, it's funny, but that affects somebody. You know what I'm saying? That affects my son when he go to school, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Man, you don't even know your daughter.
Well,
You didn't even know your
now we're getting
child.
crazy. Now she just went left. I didn't know we was gonna go at Uncle Murda.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not going to nobody. It's just the fact, leave me out your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not no motherfucking Barbie. So you leave me out this shit. I'm not no motherfucking little girl. Like, for real. I'm from the streets. If you want to play, we can play.
So
But don't play with me.
So how did Uncle Murda and Mano having an opinion play into Angela Yee?
Yeah, I
You
guess
have- I don't. That's
The
why I'm
interview
missing.
was over. She brought it up knowing that my album is coming out the next day, knowing that I'm coming in there the next day. You bring it up again, and the whole interview is done. You know what I'm saying? It was never brought up. So why? They finna close out, and you popped in and brought that up, and I'm like, here you go. You be at all the parties, drinking all the liquor, doing all the things. You know what I'm saying? And you come in here and do some old, this ain't no woman shit you doing, because you don't want nobody to say that about you. Don't nobody talk about you and the shit you do. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
So that's all I said.
You felt it was reporting on a totally baseless rumor about
yeah,
your body.
a totally baseless rumor that can affect somebody that's about their body, and
And
I
can
got
stick
an
with you.
album coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got an album coming out the next day, and I'm coming in there. It's about a little bit of respect. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I was saying with that situation. And it's not even no beef. You know, we can all cry victim all day long. I just ain't nobody victim. It is what it is. So I said
And
how
that never
I
got
felt.
patched up. So
No.
So you think it's
no.
affecting your music and the way they support you on the other side?
I've never been a radio artist. You get what I'm saying? Maybe with Atlantic, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, but I've always been an artist that's just been, you know, people and in the streets and just people.
And
I've never
touring
had a
and
big
doing all
radio hit or been a big, you know,
VSOP
radio.
wasn't a big radio hit. It was big here.
No, it was big here, kind of, but, you know, like mainstream wise,
Got
I've
it.
never done that. I've always just put out this music, gave it to the people, and let them, you know, do their thing. So that's what I am. So when you say maybe it affected them, Atlantic, but as far as me, I still have this strong fan base of women and men who feel misunderstood, and they want somebody to sing for them. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sing for them.
Well, we love you over here. I'll tell you that.
I love y'all too. Y'all done had my back. Y'all ain't, you know, it ain't been no favoritism.
I just love your
Y'all-
honesty. You're one of a kind. Like, we just don't have
Thank you.
singers who come up here and speak so candidly about their life and their body and going through IVF, and like, people just don't do it. It's just really, and that's why I think that's why you connect with people so much.
I just think you gotta be honest. You gonna be honest with them. You gonna put up your jewelry on social media. You gonna do all of that, but you're not gonna let them know what you having to do to get to that, or you're not gonna let them know the human flaws that you have, but you're gonna let them see how great you are.
Now that just
All
fucks
day
people
long.
up.
All day long, they get online and they think you are what you post to be. And you look at these people and you feel like, why can't I be like that? And you got all these people looking. So my thing with that is I might as well just tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? Give them something, because we no different from them. We more fucked up than them.
K. Michelle, pick up that album, The People I Used to Know. K. Michelle,
Thanks, K.
everybody.
Michelle.
Love y'all.